you put all these things together, and to me, it makes it very clear that national interest is not just like this passing fad. Like it's a new deviation from the old paradigm where everything was integrated and everything was one big happy family, so to speak. And to me, it represents a deep structural realignment of the economy. And but this is any potential bad things also presents incredible opportunities. And from an investment perspective, we see a handful of places that are going to benefit from this. Semiconductors and advanced technology is obviously a big part of the future. Now, you've heard me talk before that I think the valuations have got a little stretched, and we're probably going to have a correction as a result of it. But it doesn't mean that this isn't still going to be a dominant industry in the years ahead. Defense and aerospace, I think, is a huge area. Again, as countries, need to beef up their own defense because we're living in a world that isn't quite as cooperative as it used to be. The spending on national defense is going to increase. You can already see this with what Trump has, mandated that NATO spend. Energy security, we kind of talked about that a little bit, and then obviously critical minerals and commodities, and we've talked about that a little bit. But this also plays into healthcare and biotechnology as technology continues to ramp up and AI continues to increase. In many ways, you could see a transition from traditional healthcare and biotechnology into, or not traditional healthcare, into a more technology focused arena, especially with the rise of AI and how that could affect the healthcare industry. And then probably the biggest one that maybe people don't think about too much is how much infrastructure is going to be needed for all of this stuff to happen. You can't just like flip a switch and all of a sudden start having all these different industries in your own domestic economies without having the infrastructure to do so. And I think the scale of the infrastructure build out could be very, very big. Now, you might be saying, how the hell are they going to pay for all this? Well, the same way they always do. They're going to print the money to do it, and so that itself has a huge impact as well. We have a couple different ways that you can subscribe to our research. If you go to research.santiagocapital.com, there's a couple different levels. There's our main level, which gives you access to a number of different reports. And then there's the premium version, which gives you access to even more reports, more in-depth reports. A couple times a month, we do a live Q&A, and you get access to basically everything we do.